The commander nominates and collects returns from personnel in operation ground.
Good morning, my Honorable Chief of Air Staff. Of what I'm about to say to you, sincerely, I don't know where the dignity of this service is anymore. I don't know how people will have the heart to do or commit what they commit, say what they say, carelessly. But let's start with this. My Honorable Chief of Air Staff, you can see on this my screen that, first of all, I call the commander, is it 22 QW? That should be Lafia. I don't know if that is a commander or a CEO, but I think I want to believe there is a wing. Wing Commander MA Idris. On this my screen is his picture. So my Honorable Chief of Air Staff, please, anybody that wants to watch this video should watch this video, remove the thought of he's my godfather, remove the thought of I am his godson, remove the thought that you are his godson. This page does not support violence or whatever you might want to bring. What I bring to you, my Honorable Chief, is nothing but the truth. You can do your investigation and findings. Now, my Honorable Chief of Air Staff, let me start from last year and how this commander has been doing things that he is doing, and sincerely, I don't know if you will have the stomach for it. Even though one of the things I will talk about, my Honorable Chief, is something I think they did a board of inquiry but never got a result. But this is the truth, and you can make your findings directly from Government House. Such people, when they give them opportunity, they will do worst than that general that did this same similar thing in Kano, that faced court martial and EFCC got involved. Even though this looks like similar like something, but similar like it, but let's go into it. Last year, 2024, December precisely, Nasarawa State government gave personnel 200 bags of rice. And the commander, allegedly, after keeping this bag of rice for too long and personnel realizing that this commander is not willing to share this rice, raised an alarm at headquarters and personnel that no one or two called directors, which, after mounting so much pressure, the commander said that it is only 20 bags that is given to them. My Honorable Chief, upon investigation, I assure you and I am telling you with my full chest that it was 200 bags that was given to this personnel. And that is what this man siphoned, saying that it is only 20 bags. So now out of 200 bags, it means he has whisked away 180 bags. Now that 180 bags, my Honorable Chief, let's do it at the cheapest of rate, which is 65,000 naira for a bag of rice. Which will give you the amount you are seeing on my screen. These are one of the things and crime that this man has committed. It is not that this is the first time he's doing it. He's been doing different kind of things to personnel. In the military, in the armed forces, army, air force, or navy, we do not practice, my Honorable Chief of Air Staff, we do not practice religion sentiment. We do not practice tribalism or nepotism. But in this unit, Wing Commander MA Idris has done nothing but practice religion sentiment, practice nepotism and tribalism. Now, in my own conclusion, I want to believe that he's a fanatic, because I choose to run all this investigation through same
Muslim brothers. My Honorable Chief, let me tell you one of the words that this wing commander has said. When other Muslim brothers finish prayer and they are in general, let's say a Muslim from Yoruba, a Muslim from Igbo, a Muslim from the South, a Muslim from another northern part that has language. When they are gathered, when after discussing, the next thing the commander does when they leave, he will say to them, Sallah kawai muke yi tare da su, ba wai mutanen mu bane, ba wai wani wasu musulman kwarai bane. So sallah kawai muke da su. These are his words, my Honorable Chief of Air Staff. Then, what does that mean in English? That we are only praying, but they are not one of us. This is what he says. And this is unacceptable as military personnel. This is unacceptable in the armed forces. We do not practice such kind of habit that he is perpetrating. So my Honorable Chief, personnel reach out to me to say, no, this is not what our religion is all about. That they have covered and protected him, that they cannot do it anymore. Among one of the things that my Honorable Chief, this commander has done, he escorts politicians, APC party in Nasarawa, escort them and earn money. And as you know, in the armed forces, you must be neutral. You must not belong to any party as long as you are serving. But it is obvious this commander, wing commander M.E. Idris, doesn't care. All he's after, desperate for money, against the ethics of this service. Now, my Honorable Chief of Air Staff, you do send feeding to this unit, but that is not where I'm going to. Even the feeding, after sending it, my Honorable Chief, he still gives them worthless food. He does not allow even the paymaster to practice, and I am wondering up till now why the paymaster probably have not even reported to his directorate. We have two locations as I queue the goodie. My Honorable Chief, it is the commander who does the detailing himself. I know that Flight Lieutenant Marafa is having medical condition, but is one of his cohorts. All they do there is fanaticism. You are a Christian in that particular place. You are not even thinking of going on that operation. Only people that he wants. People he used for extortion. Now, the sum of 135,000 naira in total is being paid by Nasarawa State government, which is 4,500 naira a day. When you multiply it times 30, it will give you 135,000 in a month. Let me bust your bubble, my Honorable Chief. What this commander gives to the personnel who goes on this operation is just the paltry sum of 30,000. And he carries away a whole whipping sum of 105,000. So, my Honorable Chief, 105,000 in a year will give you 6 point something million in a month. If you multiply it times 12, it will give you 75 million and some fraction. So it means in 2 years, this wing commander has will have siphoned 150 million and some fraction. So all these things are what this EFCC, which I'll be tagging them here, are supposed to be finding out. This extortion, personnel will be living in pain and tyranny out of the wickedness of one man. Look at the money only him is siphoned, my Honorable Chief of Air Staff, and giving the personnel just the sum of 30,000 naira. How heartless can a man be? Now, officers, senior officers who are in that unit or are brought to work in that unit, he ends up frustrating them because he does not want them to know. You can do your finding. For example, squadron leader Joel serve in that unit. That man has to look for posting on his own upon my investigation to just leave that place. The commander insults officers like him in the presence of airmen with no respect. Just want to show he is the one that the same commander is the one doing the return order. He is the one doing every single thing. There is no atomy of good leadership in this wing commander, MA Idris. Because I am outside, this video might be very noisy. So my honorable chief, this is how squadron leader G. Jewel from my investigation have to lobby and find his way out of the unit. As I'm speaking to you upon my research, trying to find out from the pay office if there is any memo. Do you know this commander does not give LT&T? LT&T for corporal below from Nasarawa to Abuja. If transport is 5,000 naira, it is not your business that the transport is 5,000 naira. What you are expected to do as a commander is to release the sum of 25,000 to the airman to go to Abuja. I am giving only instance from Nasarawa to Abuja. What this commander will do, he will send somebody to the park to go and find out how much is transport. And if it is 5,000 from Nasarawa to Abuja, the commander will end up giving 5,000, which is not supposed to. He's supposed to give 25,000 naira to a corporal below and 35,000 naira to a senior. So it's not his business how much the person is using to go there. What if the person is using his car? You can see the perpetration of wickedness from this person. And this was how squadron leader Jewel looked for a way to leave the unit. After so much humiliation from this wing commander, he does not want anybody to get involved in anything because he doesn't want anybody to know what he's doing and the crime he's committing. My honorable chief of air staff, this same commander, used 6 men to escort a footballer. I'm mentioning just his illegal duties. Used 6 men, which they have police to use, but he used 6 men to escort a footballer. After escorting that footballer, the footballer gave the men who escorted him the sum of 500,000. And the commander now gave them 10,000 and carried 440,000 for himself. This is unethical, my honorable chief. This is a disgrace. Robbing the name of the service on the morgue. Robbing the name of the armed forces in the morgue. As I said, Flight Lieutenant B.A. Marafa is his cohort. Yes, he might be on medical leave or excuse or whatever, but it's his cohort. They do everything together. They run Namu organization in the armed forces. And this is not what the armed forces is all about. My honorable chief, he does not pay duty RCA. He siphoned anything money that come his way. The commander himself collect returns. This one is not anything. The commander nominates and collect returns from personnel in operation ground. So if a commander of such person can do this, what do you expect to happen? How can crime not take place in that state and he will cover it? This same commander escort politicians and collect money, APC precisely, and collect money for them, allegedly. Today, 21st July 2025, a naval officer, Lieutenant J.M. Ache, came to visit the base. This is to show you that this news and this information is legit. Lieutenant J.M. Iche visited the base because his family stays here and he wanted to say, okay, let him get to acquaint himself with the military personnel around here. It's raining now, so I will try and rush this video. Let him acquaint himself and his family with the barrack. The mess is not fully functional, but they welcomed him and told him no problem, and he said he doesn't mind. He sat down. The commander brought this officer out of the mess, insulted him in the presence of airmen. I will put his number here, my honorable chief, and block some side and leave 4 numbers. I'll put the commander because I called him too. He refused to pick the call. Probably I would not have been doing this video if I have spoken with him or he has given ears for me to tell him, look, people are complaining. about how you treat them, so that you can mend your ways. But he refused. He saw my message, which I'll put screenshots for you to see, my honorable chief. I called this lieutenant and asked him what happened. I identified myself to him, and this lieutenant told me exactly the same thing I was informed. And I said, my honorable chief, all this source I got are from same Muslim brothers who does not like the way he's treating other Muslim brothers. Talk less of the Christians there. They don't get involved in oppression. They don't get involved in anything good, because he has turned it to only Muslims who come for the main concrete heart of the northern part of Nigeria. For example, Sokoto, Zamfara. Not northern part that even have languages like Adamawa. Because he doesn't see them as real Muslims, that they are just praying. Imagine what a leader and a commander of a place is saying. I come in peace, my honorable chief, and I will be releasing the next video on this matter.